All good?
Good, yeah.
So you're going to stay up there?
What do you want to do?
I reckon still do the same intro stuff again. We've got time, so if you start the stream...
do you want to umpire or would you rather commentate?
I don't mind.
I don't care.
I don't mind commentating.
Alright, yeah.
Because then people can message me in and I'll just like say what they're doing. Yeah.
Try to get this connected.
Well then if you're umpiring, I'll take the mic and I'll just get started here then.
Yeah.
Hello, hello. All right. Oh, but you've already done it on your phone, haven't you?
Sorry?
You've done it on your phone, right? Yeah.
You can start on yours.
With the, I have to get. Have you got the teams and stuff already?
Well, I know who's on the team.
Okay.
I think it's like my friends are messaging on like WhatsApp stuff to say.
Yeah.
N.W.O. Mohit. I gotta add Mohit, he's the one that you have to add. And then everyone else is... So they got 7 with a pavilion.
Yeah. Risky strikes.
And then the risky strikes. They've got 8.
Sweet. Yep.
I'll go down there.
So do you want to just do the toss?
I'll just do the toss. You stay up here. You just announce, get the players ready, sort of thing, and I'll get them started. And the stream started. All right, so we've got a big A-grade grand final here between the Risky Strokes and N.W.O. N.W.O. They've been around from one of the very first few teams in SPL. Risky Strokes are a new side that joined towards the end of the old Hawthorn SPL. Have got a couple of good players that have just played in that grand final, and Josh and Sidip as well already. So it should be a pretty fiercely contested game. N.W.O. led by Sohan, Hall of Famer Sohan. He's been around the block, seen many iterations of his team, and they'll be looking for some glory after a few lean years. Similarly, I reckon that I'll jump in this way. Thank you. All right, can we get the players ready for the thing again? So, can you get your guys across as well? I'm just going to find out. Which team finished higher? N.W.O. finished higher? Cool. And they're just finishing up their warm-up. Alright, so Sohan with me. The rest of you guys, can you just jump on that bench for me?
Ard's not playing, but can he come here as well? Ard can't play, he's injured, but can he just come and do the... Oh, no.
He can come and do the...
As in, just stand here with us.
He can be a sub-fielder. But
he can't move, so he's not going to play. This is the presentation part.
Oh, yeah, sure, yeah, that's fine. But he's not on the list, right?
No,
yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
He's not playing here.
Which one's it?
Can you just let them know about the wides?
Yeah, inside. Yeah, I will do. So Sohan with me. The rest of you guys, can you just jump in that corner for me, and we'll call you out in a second. Similarly, Andy, just get you here and get the rest of your team just in that corner, and we'll call them.
Changing quickly.
Yeah, that's fine. We've still got a bit of time. I'll just let you guys know whilst we're here. So Rich is actually going to umpire you guys, but we're under the instructions now that the the wide line actually belongs to the batter. So if it hits the wide line as it passes the batter, we're going to call it a wide. It has to be inside both on the legs. I don't know if it has to, as it passes, it must be inside. That's the only big difference. Everything else will be umpired.
Reviews working today?
Reviews are working, so you've got one incorrect. Remember, it doesn't see everything. It only shows what you see on the stream. So use it wisely. We're not going to sit there wasting 5 minutes on it if we can't see anything. But we used it in the last one, and we had to overturn a couple of decisions just because run outs and stuff you can tell. So definitely worthwhile sort of having a look at. Because you guys finished, so you get brand new balls each. Okay, so you'll both get a brand new ball. Everything else is pretty similar. Because we've gone good for time, we should be okay. But we want to try and get started by, let's say, 8:35.
Yep.
So what we'll do is we'll do a toss. I'm going to just have a quick chat to you guys. You can hear everything on the stream, and you can say a little bit about which player when you do.
Say something about him.
Say something about him, Max. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
say something about each player.
Each player. So
I just called that
you won't hear it. Like none of us will hear it except on the stream.
Sure.
Okay. So because you guys finished higher, you flip and you call. And it's called the tails. It is a tail. All right. So N.W.O have won the toss and batted first. I'll just get through the N.W.O team. So we've got Captain Sahan here. So Sahan, how long have you guys? You're a Hall of Fame. How long have you been a part of SPL?
14 years.
14 years with N.W.O, and there's been many iterations of this N.W.O team.
Yes.
And how's your season been going so far?
Pretty good.
Yep.
We won the last 10 in a row.
10 in a row. Okay, so that's some form.
Yeah, but would have been good to have a loss maybe in between.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes there's a loss that you need to have. Maybe you had them too early in your season.
Yeah.
Let's go about your teams. Who's going to be opening the batting for your team?
Abi and Charit.
All right, let's call Abi one together. So Abi, come join us for me.
He's been dominating the ball
Yep.
on the bat.
Yep,
today.
doing well in both.
Yeah,
Yep.
Abi, come. Yeah. And Charit as well. Charit, he's also been dominating the bat and ball.
Okay. Yep, and Charith as well. I saw Charith did make a big 60 last game. And again, they've been a part of an NW for a long time.
Charit joined actually last season.
Joined last season,
He's
yep.
from the Salis.
Yes, a rival side. Yes, yes.
A long time.
And then
Next first stop with mine.
Mayank, again, he's a destroyer with the ball.
Good option, the left arm.
Left arm, swings it in, gets wickets. And Mayank, we'll let Mayank come join us as well.
He's been solid this drop, giving us that opportunity to, especially if he loses an early wicket,
Yep.
he's able to stabilise innings.
Okay, good. You need that rock in the middle as well. And we've also got
Mohit.
Mohit. Let's bring Mohit in. Mohit's the one that's never on the score sheet.
Yeah, because he's still in his old team.
Exactly.
But he's been really good with bat ball as well. We've been very lucky to have
A lot of
everyone
all-rounders.
contributing.
Yep, everyone's sort of contributing as well.
He's very fast with that, like he scores runs very quickly.
Yep.
Next up we have Nando.
Yep, Nando.
Nando.
Let's bring Nando
Our
up.
death bowler. Comes in, bowls the last ball, and last over, and usually can get us a
Time
wicket
confusion,
maiden.
quick runs
he
as
does
well.
do
Yep.
And next up Harsha.
Leg spinning extraordinaire. Taking plenty of wickets. Yep.
And injured, but hopefully a star.
And we've also got Bart. Awesome. Let's get a team photo of you guys as well before the game starts. Jump in, Buds, as well. Beautiful. Good luck, guys. You guys are batting first, right? Okay, cool. All right, so we're with Andrew. So, Andrew, tell us about how the Risky Strokes have found it this season.
Oh, huge season. We had a lot to live up to.
Yep.
We started with an Instagram post thanks to I think Rishi.
Yep.
Talking a lot of shit.
Yep.
We started in Div 3 and now we're in the grand final.
And now you're in the grand final. Okay.
Very proud of the boys.
Yep.
How far we've come. Whatever happens today, I mean we're going to win. But whatever happens today, I'm very proud of us.
I like the confidence. So you've got a good tight knit. How do you guys all know each other?
Oh, we're all pretty much all of us are all. I mean, a few of these guys high school.
Yep.
A few of these guys I don't even remember. To be honest, probably at a club somewhere. But,
Yep.
yeah, we've known each other for ages.
That's awesome. And it's a good excuse to see each other once a week.
20 years.
20 years. Awesome.
19.
Okay. All right. So why don't you bring up each player and say a little bit about him?
A little bit about it.
Yep. Just call them out. Yeah, they can come sit next to you.
All right. Sudip Mitra.
Sudip, let's bring Sudip. So tell us a little about Sudip. Sudip just played in the Cup Grade Grand Final, which he won.
Literally just won his first title. Congrats on your first title.
Yep.
He's going for a back-to-back title.
Awesome. Awesome.
Here we go. Janet Jungi.
Jungi. Okay, tell us a little about Janet.
Batting for his average.
Bats for his average. Okay, you need those type of players as well.
Joshi Varghese.
Joshi, yep.
Himself.
And again, he's going back to that. No, it doesn't need an introduction. SPL.
Top of all his back-to-back.
Yep.
Shez.
Okay.
The commish.
Shahan. Yep.
When he's not stopping crime, fighting crime, he's here taking polls.
Okay, good to hear.
Cousin Mercy.
Okay, big cast.
Yeah, for the vibes mostly.
Okay, so
Nah, you feel the vibes.
You actually need the vibesmen in the team as well.
Exactly.
They're the big part of it.
Now, Dean was here for the vibes, apparently. But
Okay.
Dean has been a massive opening bat for us.
Awesome.
Huge signing.
Yep.
And Reshi.
And we finish
Come
with
back with a
Awesome.
massive hammy, and here he is, stronger than ever.
Beautiful. And because he has a ball, you can choose which ball they're the same. So, and let's take a quick photo. They're the same, but you can choose. Thank you. So turn around for a photo. Yeah, get the mascot in. Thanks, guys. Good luck. Awesome. All right, so we saw that N.W.O won the toss, and it's almost two different sides. So two sides that are at sort of different stages of their indoor cricketing sort of careers, if you would call it that, because N.W.O are a side that have been around the block. There have been so many iterations of that side, as we've said before, formed as generally as schoolmates, high school mates. They're pretty well known for having like high val cricket sessions where they just play like tennis ball comps and have sort of grown from there. They've been around for, like I said, for more than 20 years and 14 years in this comp. Yep, 1 second. N.W.O won, they're batting. N.W.O won, and they're batting. Do you know all the guys' names? Or do you?
Yeah.
I always get the brothers mixed up in.
Yeah. I just don't want to get older.
Yeah. I'm like, I wait till I can see their name on the back of their shirt. But the stream's all good? Cool. You can always call them, I said 35 will start, so you can call them when you're ready. So, so we were saying that the N.W.O guys are almost the old school guys, and we've got the new school guys in Risky Strokes. So again, there's long friendships from people that knew each other in high school for 20 years, but I think in the realm of SPL, they haven't been around for that long. Having said that, they've still got a fair bit of experience with the additions of Sudip and Josh. Josh is well renowned in SPL circles. Sudip, although coming sort of new into the side, has made his mark, by winning the title with the Misfits beforehand. And I think it'll be a pretty fiercely contested game. I think N.W.O for me, they just said they won 10 in a row, and I've umpired a few of the N.W.O games, and I think they're very hit and miss in terms of they get themselves into a lot of trouble and somehow find ways to dig themselves out of it. It's a big loss losing Vards. Vards is, I actually umpired the game, he got injured. He's one of their best bowlers, left arm in-swing bowler, and a pretty lusty hitter as well of the ball, but he did his calf, or I'm pretty sure it's his calf, an old man injury. And he's out, but they've still got other firepower with the ball. Opening the batting is going to be Charith and Abi. Abi did play a lot of cup grade with the old TLD side, so he's got a bit of tenure that way. Charith, I umpired him in the last final. He made a really good 60. He's got Sudip over the bowling, left arm in swing, comes in short or down the side, and starts with a wide. So you think that Sudip would be nice and fresh, but against that new ball, a little bit more responsibility in the side perhaps. Starts off with a wide. Comes in again, big in swing. Oh, that's close. That's close. That's the bigger player than given. So there you go. So you'll always take 1 for 2. And Asahan is pointing that he wants to review this, and I think that's what they're going upstairs with. So it was a big booming in-swinger. You can see Charith did fall across, and I think he's signaling that this may have pitched outside leg or hit him, impacted outside leg. It was a good appeal. It was they all went up in unison, and it's almost the perfect start if Risky Strokes can get this out. A little bit of a sheepish look from Charith, but I think he's also trying to justify that he thinks that this has hit him going down leg side. So it'll be interesting to see how much we can see of this on camera. It's really going to be important where this pitch is. Does it pitch in line as well? Generally, it does bowl in swing, but it all happened very quickly. That is not the right ball. It's going to be this one. So we're going to gather around we've got old SPL vibes where we all used to gather around the big screens And as soon as you see it on screen, you just start yelling whether you're the batting team or the bowling team, and trying to con the umpire and thinking that it's out. So let's see what happens here. It might be a little bit difficult to pick up. Oh, okay. So the decision has stood, saying that he was just trying. Umpire Rich was just trying to confirm where the line of that ball was, and it was definitely hitting the stumps. So that is a big breakthrough. We're just talking about how Cherith is a big run getter. This is probably a better matchup in terms of Sudip's going to bowl left-arm outswing to Mayank, who's a left-handed batter. And Mayank generally is a bit of a back-and-across batter. And already I think Josh has recognised that by trying to straighten up that field. Here we go. Sudip comes in. That swung, and he gets a big, booming drive. Doesn't make connection, and probably lucky there. Because after that first ball, it looks like Sudip has got his radar, which is going to be dangerous. Oh, that's another good seed. So again, it's almost just starting to fizz from where he's pitched that ball. He's trying to pitch that ball almost on the stump, trying to convince him into playing, and it's almost swinging a little bit afterwards. That's full again. That's a bit of drive. That's going to be 4-5 right there. So again, the margin for error is very small. We saw in the last grand final that the team got off to a flyer and then really struggled. Oh, that's back and across. Well played by Abi. So that's a good over. I think every opening bowler, almost like Mitch Starkey, will take that wicket in the first over. And it almost doesn't matter how many runs you go for, because it just sort of sends a bit of a message to that lower order that with this new ball we can create wickets. And in what is a batting-friendly track in terms of batting-friendly competition, well, that's a short ball to start with. One of the two brothers, the one that has the uniform, has come in with a short ball, and he's that's a nice shot as well. So both opening bowlers starting with a wide, which does happen sometimes. It takes a bit of time to get your radar, but after that, I found form, and he's on video. That's another short ball. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Oh, well, he's been caught a no ball because it was his second ball over the shoulder of the over, but it was an absolute seed. It was a short ball that got big on Mayank. He just sort of put his bat up, went straight up in the air, and luckily landed in no man's land, but it was unfortunately caught a no ball. So you can tell the plan here. The plan of how Shahan is as a bowler is to hit the deck. And with that extra grunt and extra effort, he's trying to get that ball to rise and not allow the batter to pump him down the ground off the front foot. So you can tell that Mayank is trying to get maybe a little bit uncomfortable, trying to go back and across and try and punch that. He's either going to try and wait for that full one, or he's going to have to try and think of a different plan. That's short again. Oh, and there you go. You can see he's already changed his plan. He's backing away now and trying to hit him down the ground. And the value is always trying to hit the ball down the ground, sort of in that V where you can get more runs when you do run. But maybe it might be trying for a different plan. Another short one. This one was dubbed down to the third man, but no run. Okay, so we've just confirmed that it was a front foot no ball. So remember, you can't even touch the line. This has been called a front foot no ball. 3 hits. We said before, I've seen a lot of run-outs in 3 hits because people just don't know what to do. That's short. It's going to be a wide, so it's still a free hit. You've got to make sure your partner is also aware if you are running between the wickets on that free hit delivery. Let's see what happens here. What's the plan for this free hit? Into the deck again. A pretty nice shot. He's going to run out. Oh, he's going to be out. I was just saying before. Now, I've seen it time and time again. Off that free hit delivery, this batters just get a little bit stuck in knowing what they want to do after they've hit that ball. They realise that there's only value if you run as well, and then they get run out. So in a grand final, now they're 2 for 14 after 2 overs. This is the perfect start to the strokes. And again, Mayank is a huge wicket. He's a danger batter, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they rebuild from this. It is over. Abi's all class. I've seen Abi bat many a time, and he's got a pretty sound technique. Plays pretty simple cricket shots. Here comes Sudip again. And I think, as a batter, you're happy to get out to an absolute seed, but Abi doesn't really. He does put away that bad ball. That's full again. Oh, that's going to run out. No, it's not. Oh no, this is going to be an absolute. Oh wow, there you go. Mohit's trying to call him through. Avi was caught ball watching. So Mohit's made all the way to the crease and had to run back. The throw just needed to be up the stumps, which it was, and I think that little bit of pressure, almost like Nathan Lyon at Headingley, just dropped the ball over the stumps. And they've missed that run out. And if they were 3 for 14, they're in some real strife. So maybe a bit of a lucky break there for N.W.O. That's a nice shot. So now, this is what happened. Because that last ball, there was a bit of miscommunication. This time when there was another opportunity for a run, there's that hesitation and a drop ball ensues. That's a nice shot. That is going to be 4. So here, he's actually placed that into the gap. And that's some pretty good batting. As Sahan comes and joins us from the cover point view. That's going to be a wide down leg side to Mohit. Again, so I haven't talked about much about Mohit. Mohit's got this muscle shirt on. He's the type of batter that just hits and runs. So again, a little bit ungainly. He's not the most technical batter, but he's very effective. He'll just try to hit the ball, hit a gap, and runs with it. And it causes that bit of chaos where the fielding team sometimes panic because he does call loud and does sort of just almost tap the ball into areas. But it is very effective. He's made some pretty big scores this season. And not just made big scores, he's probably been a part of a lot of partnerships with his quick running. But having said that, as we saw before in the last over, if that miscommunication does occur, it can be deadly for the batting side. So as long as they can communicate, this is probably the guy you want to have to be able to try and rebuild a partnership with Abi. And Shahan continuing short again. This is wide, so he was bowled really well to the left-hander in getting that ball to rise. He's trying to do the same thing, but he's just losing his line to well to that right-hander in Abi. So this will be a bit short of a length as well. Yep, in the deck, and now again, swings down leg side. A reminder, wides are only wides are not really bowled in the first 15 overs. They're worth 2 runs. So it does allow for the batting side to just sort of have that scoreboard ticking over. That's a pretty good shot, but again, it's even when you do play that check drive into cover, you've got to almost identify the angles of where that ball's going to land, and it went straight to Josh, who was at cover. So no run needed there. This one was a front foot noise. Again, it might be the ploy that works for them. Last front foot no ball caused a run out the next ball. I'm not going to repeat myself, but in fact, there we go. I just got it again. It just keeps happening. I don't understand it. I think it's a very, very common occurrence. In fairness, I do think Mohit probably made the right call in saying no. Abi was a little bit unsure. He just sort of was caught ball watching it. I don't think there was a call of yes. It was just he just started running. Mohit called no. Went to their best fielder. Went to Josh. What does Josh do? He throws the stumps down. Abi short of his ground. And now 3 for 25 is not where you want to be. This brings big Nandy to the crease. Nandy is a big guy. Has got shots on him as well, so he's got some nice bringing shots. But I think he's the kind of guy that prepares the ball full that he can drive. He's not someone that maybe likes the ball up near him. Not many do, but I think also you understand that there's not much value as a batter hitting square of the wicket. Here in this Oakleigh Indoor Centre, there's more value trying to hit the ball down the ground. Okay, we've got our first change in the attack. This is Janet. So Janet's going to be bowling right arm over the wicket here to Mohit. And Mohit needs to try and rebuild this inning. Oh, that's a good delivery. Good stuff. Welcome, Anil. How's the feel? Is it to be? What number is this?
I think it's 6 time for me. I think it's
6-time
7 for
premiership.
the Misfits.
7 for the Misfits. How does it feel?
It feels good. It feels. I think that's our. We're just discussing it. I think that's our second bonus point win in 2 grand finals at Oakleigh.
Okay, we want to say it might have been a double bonus point if you did it within 5 overs.
Oh,
So the whole game didn't go for 20 overs. So
holy shit! I was today in goal, but I would have been either way.
Okay, yep.
No, it feels really good. We're having some drinks in there, and
I was going to say, did you already have your pre-bender for in lieu of in today's final?
I did not. But we are going to have we're going to invite a few of the teams around for a presentation night at some point.
Yep.
Either here at Oakleigh or we'll find another venue. So,
Okay, nice.
In terms of the awards and everything, we're going to have the honour boards back. So we're actually just looking at the space. So Oakleigh have been kind enough to, which is really nice for the viewers of both. So they're going to give us a bit of a space here at Oakleigh.
Yep.
We're still deciding where we're going to put it. So we've got the 4 honour boards, which is the MVP. So MVP, bowling, batting, and like the premiership ones. So,
Yep.
it'll be nice to get that back and get a bit of that SPL feel.
Just seen here, Nandy has slipped over, and Mohit's done it again. He's gone all the way round 1 and set to run back because of Nandy not moving. But
Hillsy boy, question for you. Do you reckon Mandy?
that's Nandy. Yep.
Nandy. Don't you reckon he looks like I just forgot his name. Houston,
The rapper Houston.
Yeah, Marquise Houston.
Oh, Marcus Houston. Oh, don't put Marcus Houston down like that. That is a.
Hey, you got it. Do you reckon there's some similarity?
There is absolutely no similarity to Marcus Houston. Fans at home, write for me and tell me whether you think Nandy looks like Marcus Houston. For those that don't know who Marcus Houston is the lead in You Got Served. Played the character Elgin, who was based after Genuine. So,
and he teamed up with the Marion.
There was a bit of a beef. I don't want to give the plot away.
Don't.
Fans at home, watch that. If you've already finished watching the Cup Grade Grand Final, which went for 15 minutes, you can go and watch the You Got Served for the remaining hour and a half. Okay, so as we were saying before, so there's going to be a space here at Oakleigh for a bit of SPL representation with the honour boards. So everyone that is...
All the artefacts of SPL will have that. So
Okay.
all the trophies and everything.
Oh, nice, yep.
I guess what we're trying to say there...
Thanks, champion. Mitchell...
what we're trying to say there is we're trying to bring back a bit of that SPL feel to Oakleigh,
Yep.
which is really nice. So they've kind of given us a little bit of that ownership back of the space.
Yep.
And we're going to make Court 4 ours as well.
Okay, Court 4 is the prime court. So we've heard that here. And so Mohit is just did a nice 3. See you, mate. Take care.
See you, champion.
Cheers. Okay, so it looks like our temporary home is getting a little bit of an SPL flavoured makeover with the honour boards coming in. And sorry, I haven't talked about the game, so we're actually continuing. It's going to be run out. No, it's not. So.
You were the first inductee of the Hall of Fame, so we're going to bring that back.
Yep.
We can't throw any names out, but there's going to be a few more inducted this year.
Okay.
It's interesting because there's the current crop and then there's the ex-St. Columns crop.
Okay.
So, there's a lot of debate going on amongst the committee.
Yep.
Which is comprised of yourself, myself, Bagsy, and now Rish. So Rish is doing a fantastic job helping organise. You probably can see him, hopefully hear him as well, calling the game tonight.
So fans at home that are on the stream, put a few names out there. Just want to see if there is a bit of fan interaction. Who do you think may be worthy? Maybe not in this induction, but there might be some candidates where you think of that might be the next or future Hall of Famers. So it'd be interesting to see what the fans think.
And while you're on that, I'm just going to make a few comments on some of the players tonight.
Yeah, there we go. Janet gets the breakthrough of Nandy, and look at him, he is pumped. He is an angry-looking guy, and he has just taken Nandy's middle pole out, 4 for 42 after 6.2. As we were saying, Anil's about the players tonight.
Yeah, well, anyway, Nandy just got served.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sonny sold you well.
We've got Harsha Oakleigh coming to the crease.
Yeah, Harsha Candy Banda.
He's a bit of an athlete. In fact, we got the 2 athletes at N.W.O. here. Look at him. Look at that muscle.
Both in muscle shirts. Not much flex in Harsha. Harsha's the diminutive stature, but does pack a punch with his leg spinners and his
Good
quick
fielding
running
as
between the
well.
wicket. Yeah, and his
But
reflexes.
if you didn't notice, I think uh,
So did my hit.
sorry, Mo hits the handle.
Is what fitness enthusiast.
Yeah.
There we go. So guys, follow him at home. Mo hits. If you like the guns you're seeing on screen at the non-strikers and in Mo hit, he's
Actually, it's not his handle. Sorry, it's one of his descriptors.
sorry. One of the descriptions we won't give out his handle for privacy reasons, but it does say that he's a fitness enthusiast. So you can tell he does care about his fitness. Like he looks like he wants to run on every ball. He's run twice, a couple of times. There you go. Look at he's already there. He is just a machine. Whether he's going to get there very quickly. Whether the calls are great, we're not 100% sure.
One thing you can guarantee is it could be minus like 4 degrees and he'll be still flexing those guns.
Those guns, yeah. I mean, he's got a license for them, so why not flaunt them here at SPL?
I mean, I just came closer to you to get 2 tickets to this show. All right, so actually Mo's had an unbelievable season.
Yep.
I think he's one of the leading run scorers of Div 2.
Yep. And are you what's Mo's previous team?
Oh no, he's always been N.W.O.
Has he? Okay, so Mo is an N.W.O stalwart as well.
He's kind of floating. He's been a bit of a floater, so
Yeah. The thing is, we're always a little bit unsure of which team Mo plays for because he's the number one fill-in for every team that is short. I've seen him. He might have even played for Risky Strokes, so that's probably why
he played for Pluto this season.
Yeah.
Lost up a 30 there.
Okay. So he's already got a cup grade 30. So he's a man in form. Harsha Candy Banda. He's also a pretty useful player in this side. They're struck without. They're obviously a little bit finding it tough without Bards, who did his calf.
There you go.
But still got experience on this side. So we always say runs on the board in a final could be the way to go. But 4 for 45, still pushing a little bit uphill. Oh, that's a nice shot by Harsha Candy Banda. Oh, what a shot! And he wants to run again. He's just hungry for runs. He's not here to F around.
I'll come back. I'm just going to fix up some finances.
No worries.
Thank you to the viewers at home. He's doing an unbelievable job.
No worries, fans. Sports fans. Okay, so again, we'll go back to the. So we've talked about. Is this still Suresh? It is Suresh. He's continuing right arm over. And again, into the deck type of ball. He's trying to get that ball to rise to Moe. And Mohit has played and missed with that one. They've just got to 50, so it's going to be down a wide ball down one side. It's going to be a score where I think a projected score which would be competitive is anything over 140. Fans at home, what do you think is? Well, that's an edge, but it's landed safely. It's not a 5 run for it. Fans at home, what do you think a score that can be defended on this track is right here in A grade? Because we saw in that cup grade that the other team only made a paltry, and they've already passed this track to them now, but they only made 50 odd, and it was chased down very, very quickly within 5 overs. Batting first, I think you'd probably need a little bit more just to be able to attack with the ball. Oh, that's a nice shot, but it's a dot ball. Okay, so even though the front foot, we talked about the front foot, no ball run out before, at least this time there was no run out, and you almost took the dot ball instead. And it looks like the skipper is going to bring himself on. Andrew is going, no he's not, Jonathan is going to continue. He's just taken a wicket in the last over. He was pumped. I think he's going to continue. What a surname! I've just seen it on the big screen. Malawarachi. He must be Sri Lankan, but it's a hell of a surname. It's a hell of an action. And Janeth is pumped. He wants to get another one. That's full. Oh, it's a good shot. Oh, that's a bit unlucky because it's actually was probably going to go straight to Sudip for him to be able to potentially get a run out. And Harsha, who there's not a whole lot of Harsha, but he's still found a way to get in there. Look, I love how Harsha's got the athleisure athleisure track pants on. They look like skins, but they're not. Oh, that's close. And he's trying to play cross bat to a ball that probably wasn't all that short. And we've got Janeth again. Oh, that's going to be down the final. So Yeah, these balls aren't that short, but I think Harsha is almost premeditating that he wants to try and hit this into the side net with a crossback. So if you can get this ball on the stump, yeah, they could be in some strife here. That's on the stump. Oh no, it's not. No, but it's within the line, so it's just a dot ball. And 4 for 65 off 8.4. The game is certainly in the favour of the Risky Strokes, considering they've got 4 wickets, but I don't think N.W.O would be too worried about the run rate as such. I think they know that they just need a partnership so that they can build and get close to that 140 plus mark. They're still a way off from that there now. Obviously without one of their big guns and Vards with them in the bowling attack, but they've still got weapons. So again, they've changed their field now. But because Janeth is bowling, that leg stump, leg side line, Suresh's brother, which is Shahan, went down to went to almost like a leg gully. Sorry, it actually was Suresh. One day I'll get them wrong. So Suresh is going to continue to Mohit, or as they call him at home, Mo-Dog. And Mo-Dog gets the ball on his hip. It's actually further down leg side. It's been called a leg side wide. Shahan has bowled 2 overs, none for 16, which in this format is actually quite economical. I think if you're going for under 8s, you're doing pretty well. It is normally, I've always said, 10 and over in this comp. I think this part, sorry, it's because I have a bit of a yawn. I think this part, that's a short ball, it's going to be a wide as well. And I think the only reasons why you do not make that is if you get run out. So, that's a nice shot. Oh, that's good for the fielding. So it was a beautiful shot. An attempt from Suresh to try and field up his own bowling. There was a little deviation by him, which went, but Andrew, the skipper, was at that receiver position and fielded really well, and almost threw the stumps down. Luckily, they didn't go for the run because the ball did not hit the side net. That's short. That's going to be out. Oh no, it's not. It's because it was a free hit. So Mohit again is key here. He needs to make a 30 and go on with it. So again, the final length it's an obvious plan, but they just have not adjusted. I just don't think the batting side has realised that, okay, well, maybe the value isn't trying to still pump this back down the ground. It's to maybe cross bat it into the ground and run. Oh, that's going to be a no, I think, as well. Yeah, that was a full toss above the weight. It is not a free hit, but again, no balls. So, again, this has been somewhat of a football over for N.W.O. It's not a free hit. I hope there's no confusion there. Harsha Candy Banda. That is a good shot. See, that's the smart play. When they do bowl short, you've almost got to pivot and not necessarily go your back foot because you obviously got to run, but it's almost pivot your weight so you can smash the ball into the ground, over a fielder, into the 4 and 5 zones and run, obviously, as well. Because I think if you do go on your back foot, it's a little bit difficult to get momentum to go forward and run again. And also, you don't want to try to hit the ball too straight as well, because the value is not so much there in terms of it's difficult to run. Normally fielders that can stop that ball as well, including the bowler. And here's a big change. We've got 10 overs in, 4 for 83, off the shorter yellow lineup. Did that hit the side net? Ooh, it must have. So Josh is coming to the attack. Josh is obviously a cup-grade bowler. And also wants to play with his friends here, Risky Strokes, and him off the short yellow crease is going to be a bit of a bit tricky for the batters. And you can see there he's trying to ball that ball short of the leg, and Moten's just wrapped in the gloves. Luckily, it didn't fall to the fielder, but it's a good plan here by Josh because he'll bowl a couple of short balls and we'll bowl a full one on the stump. That is a great shot down the ground, 4-6. He's put the 4 and run. It was the one that he was trying to get and clean bowled in. But Mohit was up to the task and just showed the full faith. And this last 9 balls or so have just shifted the momentum, and the scoreboard is ticking along. Oh, that's got him. No, okay, so Rish is giving it not out. I wonder what. And Andy also doesn't think it's out. Josh, as a bowler, always thinks it's convinced. In fact, he's going to back his bowler and say, let's have a look at this upstairs. It's been given not out, and Harsh is a little bit unsure. He's also reviewed it. So obviously the first review will stand. The initial call of not out was interesting. It looked very full. It looked like he almost went back foot and almost hit him on that back knee roll. But where the ball was heading towards is going to be important. I think the impact might be in line or might not be in line. Let's have a look on the screen. But it was definitely not going over the top. It was super full. And again, Harsh is not the biggest guy either, so there's not a lot of room for the ball to travel after it does hit him from there to the stumps. So again, it's going to have to be definitive to overturn this particular decision. But from the reviews that have had taken place,
back foot ankle on the line of West up. The angle coming across. It's probably impact that I didn't find, but by the time I get there,
okay, so the explanation is that the ball has impacted him inside on the stumps. However, with the angle of which Josh is delivering the ball, it's going to go on with that angle and miss the stumps, miss leg stumps is what the umpire call has been. I think that makes sense and is fair enough. It just always looks bad when you do get hit in front of the stumps and the ball is that full. So they've burned the review. I mean, I think it's a smart review to take at this stage of the game because they only need 3 more wickets to bowl them out. Having said that, they will rue that decision if these two can make them pay. Or if there is a bit of a dicey decision later on in the innings. Because now we're talking about after 9 overs, they're only on about 60 odd. Now after 11 overs, 93 for 4. That scoreboard is looking a little bit more respectable, and I think the risky strokes have understood that and have decided to bring their big guns back on. They've just bowled Josh, and now Sadip's going to be bowling left arm over off that short yellow run. He's got to try and swing the ball. That's wicket. Oh no, he's gone for dot ball because it hit the roof first. Remember, hit the roof first. So once the ball hits the roof, the ball is dead in terms of you cannot score any runs off it. However, you can still get caught. And had Andrew have caught that ball, that would have been given out. He spilled that ball. It hit the back net on the full, and then the N.W.O boys are celebrating. They're saying they were 6, but you all know that it hit the roof first, so it would have been dead. So again, is that going to be a big? Oh, that's a slow ball, and that's a good play. It is a wide slow ball. So, but is that going to be a big decision or a costly drop? Sorry, from Andrew? Mohit is the kind of guy that can make people pay. He's on 28, so he's got to try and get to 30. Oh, and there you go. Should have called that perfect in-swinging Yorker. Mohit's just got his bat down. He's played that French cut down to third net, trying to find leg, sorry, but they didn't take the run because he didn't know where the ball was. That's short now. So I love how Sudip's not changing his length. He's not just bowling something that is predictable. And with Mohit, being a little bit tentative considering he knows he's close to 30. That's a nicer shot. Oh, it's going to go straight back to the bowler. See, again, that was probably... I think it's actually good play on both parties because I think N.W.O realised that Sudip is a key bowler. And even if we don't score as many runs as we potentially can, it's almost worthwhile almost seeing him off or, minimising risk against their better bowlers and trying to score off the others. But again, I can say that, and they've just brought another good bowler on in Josh. So, that's risky. As we just said, that plan of minimising risk against the good bowlers, Harsh has gone for a big booming drive and has been caught trying to just elevate that scoreboard. But it was a little bit unnecessary for mine. I think that it was an interesting part of the game where I think the batting side just got momentum. You almost want to read that situation and think that, okay, Josh and Sadip are 2 of the bowlers that are in the attack to try and get wickets. If you can minimise their influence, the chances are you can, maybe exploit the other bowlers. I don't think there's too many weak links, to be honest, in this side, in this risky strokes bowling attack. But it's just more who, in terms of a matchup, who the batters may fancy themselves a little bit more against. And I think that was a bit of a low percentage play by Harsha. He'll be a little bit dirty with that dismissal. Considering he also burned, he didn't burn the review, but he knew that the risk is high. So Sahar has come and gone in the time I've just discussed that. He's been wrapped on the pads, and like you said, when you just had that momentum, you've just gone bang, bang, and the score now has moved to 6 for 95. It's their last wicket. I think they'll back Charith to try and see this out at least. But if he doesn't, 95 is not enough runs on the board, even in a grand final. If we do say runs on the board in the grand final, 95 is making it difficult for your bowlers to be able to attack. So Josh smells blood here, so he's going to try and miss bowl, fall at the stumps, and the odd short ball to send them back, or at least question the footwork. But Chad's batting well out of his crease. And this is a funny one because I can see from here that Chad is batting well out of his crease. He's been hit on the pads. He then signaled to his bat saying he hit it. The umpire said it's going down leg. He didn't hit the ball, but it's interesting that he pointed to his bat. He just had that bit of a guilty look on his face. Oh, it's good leaves there from that side off. Yeah, so they've just... It's hard to minimise the damage because if you've lost a wicket in that over and then played him out since. But when Mohit's back on strike, so it's ball 3. Do you let him bowl his 4th? You do, because they're 6 down. He could very easily get the wicket this over and then they're all out. Having said that, if they can get through this over and even Josh's next one, then they've got 5 overs of different bowling. Oh, that was... So Mohit hit the ball down the ground. He got 4, or he would have got 4 and needed to run to make it 6. In that sort of stage of where you're seeing where that ball went, Andrew picked the ball up and had he hit the stumps, he would have been out. So missed the stumps and Mohit reaches his 30, he's 34 not out. Obviously he's not retiring as they're 6 wickets down. It's a good delivery, a good bit of fielding from Andrew. Slow ball or well picked in the end could have been dangerous. Another quick one there.
All good, Dip, all good.
Another nice shot. Good bit of running. It wasn't out. Mohit has made his ground. I reckon Josh is still dirty from Pulkit nailing him in the back. Very unnecessarily in the previous grand final. Good delivery and well played there by Moe. So in that over, they've at least got to 100. 6 for 108. I said 140 makes this game alive. I think at the moment, risky strokes will, they'll shake your hands off to chase this down right now. And 108, they're just crawling their way further, but still a long way to go. That's a good delivery by Josh. Rising delivery. Chad played and missed this one. Bet your bottom dollar is going to be full. This one will be full. Let's see what Chad does. There it is. So it's sliding down leg. The bowling tight team's not happy, but Chad is also batting a fair bit outside the crease. So again, these balls do swing a little bit, and Rish is a judge that is sliding down leg. It did hit the outside of his foot and also kept going further down leg. So You can see where he's justified that. Got it. Josh smells blood. He wants to get this third wicket in this over. Sharif has a big job to try and keep him out, which he's done there. And that, they always say, when you're facing a good bowler, the best place to be is at the non-strikers end, and it's exactly what Sharif has done there. He's just hit that ball into mid-wicket, that ran, and he's like, Mohit, over to you. And Mohit again, he knows where he's off stump. He just left that one alone. I dare say this one will be on the stumps, or we'll try and be at his body. I think the stumps is the better play here because Mohit is reasonably confident in leaving that last ball. Yeah, okay, and he's confident leaving another one. Okay, so that was actually quite a good over for the N.W.O boys. We said that if they can get through Sudip's 4, which they've done, and now Josh I think has bowled 2 or 3. There's 5 overs now, and they've got to bowl someone else, and this is where they've bowled Jonathan back on. This might be an opportunity or a matchup which they think suits them a bit better. So Sharif plays that one pretty nicely, and exactly as we said that, he's hit the ball into the ground, they've got 3, and I think that same delivery was just being a play and miss when Josh and Sudip were bowling. So it is just perhaps a matchup which they think they can win. That's another dot ball. He's going to get run out here. Oh! So Mohit hit the ball, thought it was going to hit the net. It actually was stopped by Sudip. Sudip picks it up, has a shot at the stumps. Mohit is down the river, and unfortunately the ball doesn't hit the stumps for a risky stroke. So if it did, it would have been the end of the innings. Full top ball, and it's hit into Sharif. So this is going to be frustrating for Moe because Moe is the type of batter that wants to hit the ball into the side net and run. And 2 balls in a row, he's hit the ball reasonably well, but it's just not hit that side net, and he obviously can't run. So let's see if he can continue his form. Oh, that's a good delivery. So there's a bit of the concrete boots coming in where Moe has just not moved his feet. He's stuck his bat out. Luckily, it's hit the inside of his bat, and luckily this comes for N.W.O. But I think there's a little bit of a shift here in momentum back toward risky strokes. As I say that, they've just released the pressure valve a little bit with a wide. But you do have to re-bowl wides now because we are past that 15 over mark. Half a deal for LBW. But it was definitely going down that side. So we're at a very interesting point in the game. But like I said, 117 is crawling towards that 140 figure. That's too high again. Around the wedge high. Oh, he wasn't convinced. Okay, but I think that's a good move in the game that leg because Mohit's back on strike, and I think the only reason why that may give them a bit of confidence is because he did leave well off those last 2 balls off Josh. This is his last over. He is going to attack the stumps, especially seeing that Mohit left his last 2, even though they put that side off. This one will be on the stumps or the short. It's short. Oh, no, so that's that off. I think this is going to be either the best setup ever, where Josh is just going to bowl outside off, outside off, outside off, and then have that surprise delivery, or is he just wasting this over? Let's have a look. That's again, so okay, it could be a really good setup here. So, fans at home, this is how you set a batsman up. He's bowled now, including that last over. That's 4 balls outside off, swinging away, and Mohit's left all of them. There's the one on the stump. Oh, and it was swinging down leg, just maybe overcorrected. Again, do you go back to the setup? Because he's actually beaten Mohit neck and crop. That's pretty well bowled again. That one was on the stumps and Mohit digs it out. Still 2 balls left in this over. He's got 2 opportunities to try and prize Mo's wicket and win this battle. It's been a good one, and there it is. We were just talking about it. And in fact, that delivery was not on the stumps. It was actually outside off again. Mohit's gone for the booming drive, and he's actually chopped on. He's made a pretty decent score for himself. He's got 30 plus, but 118 all out is not enough. It's going to be interesting. It just needed to be patient and see through those two balls, but it's again an incredible spell from Josh. He's taken 3 for in that spell, and has also brought a close to the innings after 16 overs. So they've still left 4 overs out there. They said 140 is that competitive score. It has to be an incredible bowling display by N.W.O to even get close, I think. And their big weapon is Mayank, and Mayank's the one that has to. If N.W.O are going to be within a sniff, he's got to prize out a few of the top order. The batting of Risky Strokes are definitely a better bowling side. I gave it to him already. Yeah, Risky Strokes are definitely a better bowling side, and the way they bat is just trying to hit and run. But I think their game is very reliant on Josh making and showing the experience of how to bat in indoor cricket by hitting the ball hard into the ground high so you can run. So let's just see how this sort of plays out.
3 minutes, fellas.
All good? Sweet.
Couple of LBs.
Yeah, but he's batting out of his crease, and I can see it. I was saying on camera as well. It's going to be hard to give that out. But I was like, this is going to be the best setup ever because he's just leaving, and then the next one at lead bowls him like, oh.
I could tell.
Yeah.
One of them, the partial one, I reckon is pretty close, but it's because he got hit so far back in the crease.
Yeah, it's going to keep going down, right? Yeah.
I could see here that his foot was half of it was outside leg stump and
right.
half of it was on leg stump.
Yeah.
But on the camera, it looks like it's directly
It ducked in front. Yeah.
I just stuck with the on.
That's fine. Yeah. Did they burn a review?
Both
of them did. Okay. Cool. All right.
Alright, opening the batting for Risky Strokes will be Dean and Gunner. Bowling first over will be Ugly.
So you just get some insight there from the umpire and his decision making. So it's good for the fans at home. Here we've got Big Dino. He's going to be opening the batting. I said that the big bowling option was mine. Actually, also Abby. Andy's a good bowler as well. So there's 3 sort of quite bowling. But this new ball, it needs to create chances early. Abby's going to be bowling outswingers, and he's going to go a wide first guard, which makes it a little bit easier for the Risky Strokes. But Abby, again, he's an outswing bowler. He can normally bowl stump to stump. It's pretty well played there by Dino. He's just sort of cut that, or late cut that, even into a gap. He's showing that sort of conservative approach by not looking to run, which is fair enough, really, in the innings. That's a short ball. It's going to be a wide, yeah. So if we're going to make a game of this, and if N.W. are going to get close, they've either got to get wickets or they've got to restrict the runs. And I think the easiest way to restrict the runs is just to not bowl extras. You don't want to be bowling more, too many loose balls and just giving him 2 each time. Especially in that first 15 overs where the wides are not re-bowled. Oh, that's a nice shot. It's going to be right. Oh, it's going to be right. Pretty good running there by Dino in the end. Unfortunately, with the angles, it actually landed straight into the receiver, Mayank's hands. And he was on his jets and he got there quite easily in the end, even though it probably looked a little closer low than it was. Here comes Janet. So Janet is a bit more of a defensive batter. But I think that's a good foil. You sort of need 2 different types of batters early on. You need someone that can be solid, and then maybe a bit of a stroke maker in Dino? Yeah, in early. So I'm surprised they're saving Mayank. Chad is actually going to open the bowling as well. I think perhaps because Sharif is an outswing bowler, and I reckon Mike may be able to swing the old ball. Oh, that's pretty well bowled, pretty well played there by Dino. He's actually backing across, showing the stickers of the bat, and dabbing through that cover region. Sharif continues. Oh, that's well bowled. Good fielding. So the energy is high from N.W.O. They're throwing the ball around. I'm not sure if they're realizing that this actually might, scuff up that ball a little bit, or whether that's the plan where they're trying to do that earlier. Full, nicely played. That's in the gap as well. Dino has crunched that. They're going to get 5 for that big booming cover drive. A bit too full from Sharif. You can see what he's trying to do and trying to get that ball to swing. He's going around the wicket to the left-handed Janeth Malawarachi. That's a nice drive by Janeth. And a good bit of fielding also by Sharif. I think he might get this field a little bit wrong. I think Abi, who's at mid-on, should be at mid-off. And in fact, that's exactly what he's moved now. And it just allows him to bowl outside off instead of attack the stumps a bit more. You don't want to now overcorrect and bowl at the stumps and get your mid-on. He's dropped the catch. It would have been an absolute screamer because it was dying on him by the time he got to the bowler. And it's always difficult to take a catch in your follow-through. But I probably need every half chance to stick to defend this total. That's a nice defence by Malawarachi, and Malawarachi sees out that end of over. So after 2 overs, none for 13, and a chance goes begging. I do feel that if they bowl well, they're going to create more chances. It's just about taking those first 7, and I think similarly with risky strokes, they've just got to sort of absorb the pressure when the good balls do come like that. And that was a good delivery. Dino through his gate, but it also went through the gate between his leg and leg stump. So that one is the in-swigger where he normally bowls out-swiggers. That might be a wide. So we're saying you can't afford too many extras. I thought that after maybe a little bit of an early stutter, the risky strokes guys are actually pretty catch it. No. The risky strokes are pretty disciplined. I think they bought too many extras after maybe the first couple of overs. So you can excuse the brand new ball trying to bowl the ball. Well, they're going to run again here. Oh no, they're not. Okay. So that's a 4. Nicely played there by Dino. They'll need a breakthrough just to get this bowling innings going. And that's a nice shot there. That was a good shot there by Janeth. He sort of checked it into the leg side, scored yes quickly, and Dave ran through for 4. And the scoreboard is ticking along nicely for the strokers. That's nicely played by Dino, nice and straight, and a dot ball to finish. So that's a good over for the batting side. There was that one sort of good delivery that had the batter beaten, but the other 5 deliveries, I'd probably say, the batters counter-punched really well. And both Janeth and Dino have got this scoreboard ticking over. They're over a run of ball, 23 after 3 overs. Sharif continuing. He is going to try and create a chance. We don't want to be leaking too many runs either. That's full. That's a nice drive into that court region for the dot ball. I actually think what the move might be is to bring Mandy and Mayank on after this. It's a full ball as well, and it's wide. So these extras, there's almost running over, which is just letting that scoreboard just ever so slightly tick over. That's a nice full ball, good bit of fielding. Oh, Charith has thrown that ball back. It was well within his crease anyway. So, interesting so far. Comes in again. That's a leg side delivery. And, unfortunately, these extras are just mounting up. That's a nice shot. Oh, they're going to be run out if he hits. Oh,
Double. One ball.
let's go, Sharon. His charge there, and oh, that almost went into his charge, and almost went into the hands of Mandy. Okay, so this is what is going to be the trump card for N.W.O, and I think the Risky Strokes also understand that. But Mike is the danger bowler. Dino and Janet, sorry, have got a really good start. None for 27 off 4 is perfect when you're chasing less than one ball. This is the contest. That's well. That's the perfect response. Beautiful play by Dino. He showed the stickers. A beautiful straight drive. It's bounced over Mike's head and they've run through for 6. So this is the perfect start for N.W.O. That's going to be up in the air. And again, this is maybe a catchable height, but a pretty good shot that's gone for 5 by Janet. And we're just saying how important this bowling change was, and they've got 11 off the first 2. Oh, okay, so there he's just changed his approach. Instead of bowling the ball to try and swing in, he's taken it away by rolling his fingers across it. And a dot ball ensues. And that's another really good shot into the ground, but into the safe hands of Abby, who's playing that quarterback / receiver role. Oh, that's a slow ball. He's gonna be dirty about that one because it was a slow ball, which was hit down the ground and put down and add insult to injury. It's then hit for 6 ball. So you'd say 6 and out. It's actually should have been out, and it is costing him 6 instead. So this has been a costly over. None for 44 after 5, and we were just saying how much of a trump card Mayank is. And in fact, they're going to try and change it up straight away by bringing on Harsha Candy Banda. And Harsha Candy Banda bowls beautiful leg spins. Again, it's going to be bowling into the arc of the left-handed Janeth. So this is probably a matchup which Janeth would like it. I'm a left-hander as well. Most left-handers like facing leg spins. But again, it also because he's a big spinner of the ball, it can be difficult. It's a bit of a start. He's driven that 5 feet away. It can be difficult to hit the ball straight if he's a big spinner of the ball. Only if you're a bowl, it's a slow loopy one, then you get 3 here. So 8 of the first 2 balls of the over, and that brings up the 50 for the strokers. They're none for 52 after 5.2. They're absolutely flying here in this final, and they've done a lot of the grunt work with some pretty smart batting, and that's another good use of the feet and a good bit of fielding too, because that was for all money going to be 6 runs, and it was stopped well there by Mai. Harsha's, again, bowling the arc's going to be difficult. That's going to be short. Oh, if he hits, another good bit of running, maybe a little bit risky, but I think that's what they call the risky strokes. They're not the safe strokes. They're not the cautious strokes. This is how they got their name. This is how they're going to play their cricket, and that's good to see. So they're away already. 56, slower this time. Well left by Dino. Dino realises this game, if he's there and he plays, somewhat conservatively and just anchors us through, they're going to win this game. That's another slow one. Oh, he played that really nicely. Oh, that's a good bit of running. He's actually lightning. There he is. He's got to his 30. He's got the 33. Not out, and he's retired. 6 overs in, none for 61. They're going at 10s, and to make it even worse, Josh is coming in now. So they need to get 7 wickets for 60 runs, or less than 60 runs actually. And similarly, they're not going to be able to bowl 14 overs and restrict them. They're going to have to try and take wickets. So Mo Dog is into the attack. He's batted well, and sometimes you can carry on that form in your batting to your bowling. But he's kind of the type of bowler. I call him a little bit of a Mackay Natini, where he comes wide of the crease and just sort of angles the ball. Not a real big swinger of the ball, just someone that will almost place the ball in hopefully what's a good area, which you think. Oh, that was nice and cool. That was a Yorker length. Always hard to dig out Yorkers and score big off them. Janet kept that up pretty nicely as well. So continues here to the left-hander. Slower one this time. That was off the inside edge, going straight into the wicket. And 2 dots is the start. This is probably the only bowler so far that's actually showed. The first 2 balls have come on and just hit a spot and bulky assistant. And that's a beautiful shot. Another 3rd dot here. Good bit of fielding from, as we said, it's not always your best ball that gets a wicket. You can create a little bit of pressure. 3 dot balls in a row. Is Janet's going to fall for the trick and play a dumb shot? It's another dot ball. 4 dot balls. So you've got to try and be patient. Janet's done so well to not be out. I think he's just got to just put the ego aside and see this one off. That's good batting, actually. Really good batting. So he's found the gap and he's got off strike. So when there is 4 dot balls or 3 dot balls in a row, there is maybe a little bit of perceived pressure to score, but they're so far in front of this game that that's not too much the case. Josh will look to score straight away, and he'll try and take that pressure off Janet as well. Oh, so I probably should have caught him through though. I think he didn't realise where the ball was. So that's, as a bowling unit, that's a good over. Only 4 off. But a fair bit of damage has been done in the first 6. They've gone for 10 for the first 6, and that next over is only going for 4. So I think Nandi is going to come into the attack, which is a smart move. I think Nandi is maybe perhaps should have actually come on a little bit earlier to this. Wide to start from Nandi. Oh, that's a shot in the air. Fell safely, luckily. But they've already got the line off that first ball. How is he going to stay patient? He's on 22. Very tough chance because they kind of fell with a fair slip. And they've got to keep her in here. And Abby has gone across to try and catch it. It's sort of hit him in the shoulder and fallen safely. But that's the one where if you don't have a keeper and if you have someone fielding next to that Dali region, they can catch that rebound. That's probably not the. I think it's actually probably smarter to have the keeper. You want to try and take that catch. Try and that's a nice shot on the dot ball. Janet's going to be. He's played a nice shots that haven't given him runs. He's got to try and stay patient. He's doing a really good job here. You don't want to get too greedy and play a loose shot because he's done the hard work. He's actually been a really good partnership to start with. And he doesn't need to be super aggressive. They're well on top of this game, runs wise and wickets wise. You don't want to be the trigger of a collapse, which may potentially open the door for N.W.O, which is what N.W.O are trying to do. That's a beautiful shot. So he's had a nice baller there. He's put himself closer. He's on 26 now. I reckon if it takes the whole over, great. If it takes one ball, also great. He's got to try and get to his 30 and put his feet up and say, I've done my job. But I'm going to maybe start having a can or two early because in reality, they're 40 runs away, 50 runs away from a victory here. Might back in the attack. Ball. That's it. Give him this whole over if you have to, or if you have his next ball, that's also great. There's no stress for Youngie to try and get 30. And he's made a nice shot. Oh, good bit of fielding. Oh no, still cost him 5, and that's a good 30 from Jareth as well. He's reached 31.
I thought it was that net. Happy with it.
This is brought to the arm, to the crease. To the crease again. Fans at home, I'll get it right at some stage. And Suresh is facing up against no hit. There's really no pressure. He's going to just. He's played a nice start there. It's a really nice drive. Not going to any run for it, but he played that pretty nicely. And the game is slowly slipping away. That's a nice little flick off your pads. There's a gap, so they get 3. Just smart batting. Really low risk cricket as well because he's basically hit the ball with no fielder at all. And it's not even a rebound to an area which is going to be dangerous. So, well on top there. And that's pretty well played there by Josh as well. Nandy's going to try and stumps down, but he's also well in. So a nice clip there for 4 after. Sorry, there's 1 ball left in the over. And Suresh is going to look to try and. It doesn't really matter what it's a play and miss. And that's over. So after 9 overs now, strokes are none for 83. 36 to win off 66 balls. Balls aren't going to be an issue. I don't really think the runs are going to be an issue, especially considering they're none down and got 2 retired batters they can share. The Champagne is well and truly out, unless if Nandy and the N.W.O boys can get, well, even 1 breakthrough is not going to do too much. They're just going to try and open the door more than anything because they're so far behind this game that it's going to take something special, and in grand finals special things do happen. And they've got a keeper in for Nandy, which I think this is an okay move. There's a big gap both at square leg and in front of mid wicket, which is exactly where he hits it, and he gets himself 5 runs. So you can't have fielders everywhere, and it's a little bit of a trade-off where if you do want to put a fielder somewhere, you've got to move him from somewhere else. There's always going to be a gap. And the strokers, like I said before, are well on top. They've got a few fans here, which is good to see some support. Building this FPL community. It's always been a very family-oriented atmosphere in the old SPL, and we're trying to bring that forward here in Oakleigh as well. So it's good to see there's some parents taking videos. There's some kids knocking about, playing with different tennis balls and cricket balls alike. There's the opposing teams probably from the previous game having a few beers, and that's what SPL is about. It's not just about playing cricket; it's about the community, and also they're seeing some pretty good cricket teams as well. So we should always appreciate that. Yes, there's a lot of community behind this whole competition, but it's also a pretty good cricketing competition, and an excuse to go and see some friends and make some enemies with the opposition, and also make friends in the opposition actually as well. So we're at the halfway stage, and after 10 overs, they're none for 90. Like I said, it's going to be a pretty early finish, I'd assume, which is very unlike Oakleigh SPL, with games often going well past the allotted time slot. And we give ourselves an hour and a half, and often it takes 2 hours. Sahan's keeper's put himself up. Oh, if that hit, I reckon that would have been close. So, Harsha Kanyabanda has picked it up, tried to throw the stumps down, he's missed the stumps, and Josh has dived back in, and if it hit, it would have been very close. Touch and go. And Sahan has bowled. Oh, that should have been can't be giving that out, and it's not. It's just a appeal for beating the batter, but. Look, a good little start for Sahan. Sahan is a Hall of Famer. He's done a lot for the SPL community, especially in its inception with getting teams in the park and a lot of administrative and cricketing roles as well. And he's that's close. we'll see what happens there. So it's been given no doubt because the Bowers did take a bit of time to fall off. So it was a good bit of fielding there by Cherith, but the Bowers just took too long to fall off, unfortunately, because he didn't actually hit the stumps to hit the base, and that's what caused the Bower to fall off, but it didn't fall off immediately. If it hit the stumps flush, it would have been out. But in that extra half second or second or so, Reshi had made his crease. It's a nice little flick. He's going to get 3 runs and win the 99s, or the Brooklyns as we like to do call them, or the Shane Warne Crickets as we also do call them. And Josh is going to, he's not, he's going to bring up the 100 with the wide, 101 on the board, 18 more to get.
Could you actually ask them to turn the lights back on for this?
Do you want me to ask them to? Right now? Okay. So they've just turned off the... Sorry, guys.
I'm trying to get a light back. Yeah, they're getting up in. Not today, so. So can we just get Quattro's? Sorry, can we just get Quattro's light turned back on for like 5 more minutes?
5 more.
Yeah, just because we're almost done. And they're just complaining about it. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. It's just the visibility. Thank you. We're almost done anyway. Okay, yeah, awesome. Thank you.
They're right on. The 18.
really wrapped up, which will be final next season. Back to the line, we'll do it next season.
How much would have to play?
Thanks for tuning in. Cool. Done?